Hey, it's Jacobs. Welcome back to the channel. So good to see you again here with Fearless Under Fire. And in today's video, we'll be talking about the most recent patch of what came. Now, I don't know if you knew about the patch, but there was a patch that they put in place, and they put in a patch, and it kind of broke the game, and so they removed the patch, and then they made a hot fix to fix it. So we'll go ahead and get right into that in today's video. So be sure to slap a like on it and subscribe to the channel for more news when it comes to Infinity Ward and their updates for Infinite Warfare. So the main thing I want to talk about in this video is going to be the buffs and the nerfs that happened to some of the guns, but there were, the general fixes like map updates and exploitations and zombies and things like that. But what we're going to be talking about mainly today is going to be which gun to use if you're a core game mode player, and one gun got a massive buff, and I'll talk about that here in this video. So the people at Infinity Ward, they decided to get around the table, and they sat and they said, how can we make this game just a little bit worse? And so what they chose to do is put a nerf to all the bullet weapons and then give a buff to all the laser weapons. It's ridiculous how crazy good some of these guns are. The NV4 did get a slight nerf in its recoil, so it does shoot up like a little bit, so it's not like that needle like it used to be. It's not like that pinpoint accuracy. I don't really notice much. I mean, you can when you get into those longer gunfights, it's going to come into effect, but at close range, like, it's still like a pretty good gun. Like close to medium range, it's still like a really good gun. Same with the K-bar, close to medium range, it's still like a really good gun. But when it gets into those distance, it's going to be a lot more difficult to use because of these nerfs they put in place, especially when it comes to the recoil that they put in. Now, as for the laser guns, mainly the Type 2, the Volk, and the Titan. Oh my god, if you haven't played with these guns in a while because they haven't been like I'd say like the Type 2 was okay, the Volk was just awful, Titan was still really good. They all got huge buffs. I'm going to talk about the Volk first, then the Titan, and then the Type 2. And so the Volk, I felt wasn't a very good gun in core modes. It wasn't that great because the recoil was just so unpredictable. Even with a foregrip, like, I felt like it wasn't that good of a gun to use. In hardcore, it was a great gun. I loved using it in hardcore. That was what I mainly played when I was trying to get the headshots and everything to get those camos up. But I mean, it wasn't that good. But now it's a good gun. It's I wouldn't say it's the best gun to use, but it is definitely a good gun. I would definitely grade it about a B+. If you were going to use it for core game mode, that would be the Volk. Now, as for the Titan, which is the LMG, I think that I always thought it was a good gun. I enjoyed using it. If I was going to use an LMG, I would be using the Titan, and this was pre-patch. But now, after the patch, it's just ridiculous, especially if you use, and I don't know if I'm saying this right, but the variant is called the Reconnoiter or something. I don't know what it's called. But that version of this gun is ridiculously good in post-patch. I think it's probably one of the top guns in the game. Of all the guns, it would probably be number 3 on that list. But the top gun right now, the one gun to use, and a lot of pros aren't happy about it, but the Type 2 is just ridiculous. Expect to see a lot of Type 2s being used at MLG Dallas / Fort Worth. Now, I'm going to rant here. I'm going to go off on a little sidebar. It's not MLG Dallas. It's MLG Fort Worth. Where they're hosting it is not in Dallas. You got to understand, Dallas Fort Worth is a metroplex. So Fort Worth is its own city, and it's nowhere near Dallas. It's like a 35-40 minute drive depending what part of Dallas you're coming from. It would be like saying, I don't, like, if you're from like New York, like oh, we're gonna have MLG NYC, and it's in Buffalo. Like they're not even close. Now, that might be an extreme example, but they're not close. So if you are going to MLG Dallas, make sure you get your hotel and all your stuff in Fort Worth, not in Dallas, or you're gonna be pissed and you're gonna be driving a long time. Okay, end of rant. Sorry, I live in Dallas, and yeah, it's not in Dallas. Like, if you were expecting where it was for UMG Dallas, and the year before that, it's not gonna be that place. So it is gonna be in Fort Worth. So it is a new location. But anyways, I get back to what I was talking about. So, anyways, yeah, When it comes to these different guns, the best one to use right now is the Type 2. It is ridiculously good. It shoots like a needle. It's an instant kill. It's a melt machine. Whatever you want to call it. It is just ridiculous how good this gun is. It is so freaking good. It's unbelievable. And I expect to see a lot of pros using the Type 2. I don't know if MLG is going to ban it. I doubt they will, but I mean, it's just a ridiculous. Right now, it's a ridiculously good gun. It is the best AR to use. The NV4, yeah, it was a good gun. It was probably the best gun, pre-patch, but with that little bit of a nerf, they nerfed the aim down sight, so the recoil on it, and so that is going to mess it up a little bit, and it's going to be the Type 2. The Type 2 has really very, very small recoil when you're aiming down sights. It's just the Type 2 is the gun to use. So if there's anything else you need to know, let me know. Hit me up on Twitter at HatesJacobs. Be sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you think. What do you think post-patch? What's going on with it? Did they make it better? Did they make it suck? Let us know what you think all in the comments down below. And until next time, this is Jacob signing off for Fearless Under Fire. Later.